Hey guys, my name is Rain. I'm an engineer at Raith Electric Skateboards, and today I'm here to talk about the Raith Vengeance. This board was designed to be the fastest and most powerful electric skateboard in the world. No expense has been spared whatsoever in constructing this skateboard. It holds the current Guinness World Record. Its acceleration and power is unparalleled. How many other objects weigh 12 kilos can propel you to 130 kilometers per hour? Its power must be respected at all times. Always ride within your limits and only push those limits in controlled spaces such as closed racetracks with the use of safety equipment. Starting off with the deck, we have a carbon fibre radial speedboard deck with deep tub concave in the front and W concave in the rear. The wheelbase is 76 centimetres or 30 inches and the board is 10 inches wide at its widest point. The front and rear trucks are our renowned patented direct drive precision trucks, and they're 180mm wide. There is a 46-degree base plate in the front and a 30-degree base plate in the rear. The red colour of the trucks really pops with the carbon fibre and makes the board look epic. The split angle setup was chosen due to an electric board's tendency to force more weight to the rear truck and rear leg. This was done to reduce the likelihood of speed wobbles and create a stable board that can be ridden at very high speeds whilst racing. Different base plate angles are available aftermarket to dial in your setup. Vengeance base plates are lower than Midnight base plates and can't be used between the boards. Bushings selected for the trucks are 98 riptide crank bushings. These bushings respond better to tightening from the kingpin than conventional bushings. The bushing washers fitted are precision high-strength alloy steel, which keep the bushings working as precise as possible. It is recommended the rider change bushings to the correct hardness for their weight. The weight reference chart can be looked up on the Riptide website. The base plate, hanger, outside drive collars and bash guards are all made from 6 series aluminium anodised in scarlet red. The inner drive collars are 7 series aluminium and the axles are made from 4140 alloy steel. Each drive axle consists of two 608 wheel bearings with the space of a preload and an SKF sealed kneader roller bearing in the drive collar. This makes for a very simple but precise system with super low rolling resistance. The wheel bearings are ABEC 9 7-ball precision steel bearings. The motors are custom 50mm 2400 watt rated brushless sensorless outrunner motors operating with HFI smooth start. This means the motors do not have Hall effect sensors, which have been known to be a common failure point in the past. The motors are designed in an open air style which promotes airflow through the motor and cools them as you ride. The two ESCs fitted to this board are Flipsky Dual 6.7s. They have been quality checked and load tested before installation. They operate the motors in HFI and FOC. HFI stands for high frequency injection. The motor controller detects the position of the motor based on the changes in the inductance as it rotates. This gets the motors started smoothly and without the need for Hall sensors. FOC stands for field orientated control. This style of motor control ensures smooth delivery of power and brakes at all times.
In that
Standard fitment wheels are 88 Wheel Company Maverick Pros. These wheels are super grippy from new. They are made from a patented process which leaves the wheels without mould release compound residue straight from the mould. They're a super grippy wheel, but once traction is broken, the wheel is buttery and super controllable in a slide. Perfect for a skateboard of this calibre. Venom Mach 1 Magnum wheels will also be available as an aftermarket fitment. These wheels are notorious for winning podium races in the downhill scene and are an epic wheel to fit to this board also. The battery fitted in this board is a 44.4 volt 10 amp hour 440 watt hour 12S 2P lithium polymer battery capable of 150 amps of continuous discharge. The battery will give a 95 kilo rider such as myself an approximate range of 55 kilometers. A custom alarming BMS is also fitted to alert the rider to various conditions whilst riding the board and also when it is being stored or charged. That was super low.
What the fuck was that?
The charger supplied with the board is a 5 amp charger which will charge your board in approximately 2 hours. This board has a top speed of 130 kilometers an hour and weighs 12 kilos. The Vengeance is supplied with our patented knuckle duster remote control. The remote control slips over your hand and enables the rider to utilise slide gloves whilst retaining control of the board with your thumb. Push forwards to accelerate, pull back for brakes. The remote has 3 torque settings, green, yellow and red. The remote will start in green. Red mode is only recommended for track use. All these factors combine to create a board which gives the closest feel to a longboard in the history of electric skateboards. This board was designed to bridge the gap between longboarding and electric skateboarding, and this board is the perfect progression point for that transition. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to receive updates on our technology and what we've been up to. Always wear a helmet when you ride. It is also recommended to wear slide gloves and protective clothing whilst you ride. Regen brakes are a feature of the skateboard, but are only available when the battery is able to absorb charge, i.e. not in a 100% fully charged state. When using the board after fully charging it, do not ride down hills and use regen brakes in a heavy and consistent way. The BMS may protect the battery from overcharging and cut power to the battery, which will cause the rider to experience a loss of regen brakes. When the battery is fully charged, do not exceed a speed in which you couldn't run off to a stop if a brake cutout event were to occur. The safe approach is to discharge the battery a little bit before using regen brakes. The rider should always be capable of stopping the board in a mechanical way in the event of a regen brake failure or electronics failure. Mechanical ways of stopping include foot braking and sliding. If you aren't capable of these mechanical ways of stopping, do not ride faster than the speed you could run onto a stop. The Vengeance brakes are significantly stronger than the Midnight brakes. When using your Vengeance in a track setting, it is recommended to only charge your board to approximately 80% so the battery is able to absorb charge in heavy braking track situations. Stay clear of the truck axle assemblies when there are elevated temperatures to avoid burns to the skin. Temperature protection begins when the hanger temperature reaches 80 degrees Celsius and finishes at 92 degrees Celsius. This means the torque available will start to be reduced to 80 degrees Celsius all the way to zero torque available when the hanger reaches 92 degrees Celsius. 92 degrees Celsius being the maximum temperature the urethane bushings should be subjected to. It is unlikely the Vengeance will go into protection mode as the load is spread via 4 motors instead of 2. Normal operating temperature of your hangers will be between 50 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. This may vary based on your power usage and weight. Entering temperature protection mode will not damage your board permanently. We hope this video has been informative. Thank you for watching. From the team here at Raith, happy skating and keep spreading the good vibes. And always skate within the limits.